little base as results come in. So it's at Cafe de Arte, 72nd Street. That's where his event is. And yeah, polls close in probably about an hour. So thank you guys for all the new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. And I hope you enjoyed the on-the-ground mayoral coverage.
Ralph would be the perfect person to do that.
Hope you do give me a super chat because I'm poor. I'm just doing this by myself, so we'll wait for some people to come in. We'll talk to some people, get their thoughts. There's a lot of supporters, even some guardian angels. So maybe we'll start with a little conversation. Hey, Bob Cox, nice to have you. Bob Cox, always first, never last. How you doing? I saw you marching 2 days ago with Curtis. You had like the full-on regalia. Are you an actual member? Yeah. Are you an actual member of the Guardian Angels?
Yes.
Thanks for your service.
No, thank you.
I appreciate it. And no pressure. I have a little YouTube. So just talking to people, supporter of Curtis's. And what are you excited about tonight? What got you involved in this campaign?
No, not a campaign. I'm a Guardian Angel.
So I love it. So you're just a supporter of his. What made you want to sign up for the Guardian Angels? You want to protect your city?
Years ago, yes.
Okay. So how long have you been a Guardian Angel for?
Almost 40 years.
Wow. God bless. Thank you for the service. And has it gotten more manageable as time went on? Did you see the change that Curtis created?
Organizational-wise, yes. But the city or cities that we patrol, go in.
Right.
Totally out of control. So we are needed more than ever.
Interesting. So you've seen even a decline the last couple of years where there's more of an urgency.
In many urban cities in America. Yeah.
Right. And any cities the Angels are looking at protecting in the future, they're kind of all over the country now, all over the world. Yeah.
It's not that we look for, we always call the fun. So
right.
It depends on the neighborhoods which which need us. And we collaborate with them.
Well put. And what area did you patrol? Did you do the whole city, or you're still on duty? So
I share my time internationally. So
okay, wow, cool.
I go to all the international chapters.
Wow, I didn't even know they had international chapters. Where do they have them? Like in Europe or somewhere, in Canada? Or?
Barcelona, many cities in Italy, London, Sweden, Japan.
Wow.
Brazil. We have them in many cities.
I never knew that. And is the group growing, do you think? Are there more people? Cool. And then lastly, what issue is important to you in this election? Is it public safety or? Cool. Well, you've been on the ground. Well, I appreciate it. Good meeting you. Keep up the good work. Thanks for keeping the cities, thanks for keeping the world safe. I appreciate it. Good to meet you. Cool. Well, we got an actual interview with the Guardian Angel. That was very cool. A lot of Guardian Angels here. Looks like there's another gentleman. The results have not come in yet.
How are you?
I wish I had that.
The results are still happening. We'll talk to some other people, see what's up. Can I hear them refreshment? Subscribe. We'll have results in about 1 hour, probably 1 hour, 10 minutes. Be a little more realistic about it. He was here. Do you get good shots? I remember you were trying to get some good photos last time at the debate. Did you get some good ones this time around? Wow, all right. With Curtis himself. Very cool. I have a little YouTube. How you feeling about today? Good? Think he'll win? Nervous, yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah, sorry. That's what I'm saying. I have a YouTube. I apologize.
I don't want an uncle.
No, I hear you. No worries. Well, sorry. That's what I'm saying. I have a YouTube. Okay. Not everybody's happy. Thanks again. No worries, Kid Freshie. Any but Mamdani. Bray is beautiful. Bray, it's a symbol of actually putting in some good work and some effort. How are you? Good, thank you. John, nice to meet you. No pressure. I have a little YouTube. Don't know if you want to say what issue is most important to you. Streaming now. Awesome. You're the best. Thank you. Eddie, what issue are you focused on this election? Are you worried about?
Public safety, definitely. Cash, bail, and raise the age, big problems, very noticeable, right from 2020. People were asking about voting for Cuomo instead of Sliwa to prevent Mamdani, of course, but I wasn't going to do that because Cuomo is a Democrat at heart. He had very nasty stuff to say in 2020, 2021. I remember the Adams-Sliwa election in 2021. Went to the debate watch party. I met Curtis myself twice.
How cool. So you've been involved for a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there was absolutely no way. And, you know, I'm a Republican. I'm right-wing. And you got to vote for your beliefs. And those beliefs aren't going to change. Right-wing policies work. And Sliwa represents it. He represents it with heart. His animal rights activism is really encouraging, too. He's got a lot of sympathy and empathy for people who are unhoused. And he's a lifelong New Yorker. He's the only one of the three that's really New Yorker, understands what New York is all about. And it was very easy. That's my vote. And I have absolutely zero regrets. Very glad to be here. Whatever happens, I'm glad that I'm on the right side, even if he doesn't win. We're the winning side, so I've got zero regrets.
Well, boy, that leads me to ask, mentioning cashless bail. Do you think there really is a strong difference between Zohran and Cuomo on crime, or do you think Cuomo will be pressured from the left, just like when he was governor, fracking a number of other issues? Do you see him being as bad for crime as Zohran might be?
I definitely do, because all the other Democrats, if you live in, I live in Brooklyn, so if you live in New York City for a while, you understand that there's no moderate Democrats. They may mouth a couple words about being moderate, but there's takes a very small amount of very progressive left Democrats to push this stuff through. They take up all the oxygen, they take up all the energy, take up all the activism, and there's maybe a core group of like 5 to 6 or whatever, progressive caucus, whatever, and then they accomplish everything and they just sort of go along with it. So you look at what's going on with Kathy Hochul. You know, Kathy Hochul tries to paint herself as a moderate, but she just stands by and lets all this stuff happen because she feels like, let these activists fight my battles for me and I'll be above it all. So the electorate, the government turns way more left than it normally would be because she doesn't see any reason to compromise because it's going to piss off the activists.
Saw who she endorsed.
Exactly. And it's going to piss off the activist group if she doesn't support them. So she figures, you know, it's not worth it to me to moderate at all, and there's absolutely no moderate, which is another reason why we have to vote for Sliwa, because there needs to be a strong contingent of Republican right-wing people that needs to be reckoned with and need to be dealt with rally attackers, or at least Stefanik running next year in 2026. So there needs to be like a sizable contingent of right-wing people that people need to negotiate with, compromise with, fight against, and soften people against, and that's why you have to vote for Sliwa. You can't compromise for Cuomo just because, you know, Bill Ackman, I understand what Bill Ackman wants when he says, you know, we need to vote, we need to swallow it. Bill Ackman's kind of the problem, just like Hochul, because they spend their time being a centrist, calling themselves a centrist. They never once pull the lever for Republicans. And then all of a sudden, whoa, this is way too far left, and we need to pull this back. Well, where were you 10 years ago? Where were you 5 years ago?
Well, supporting leftist candidates, quite frankly, is different, right?
Brad Lander, for instance, you know, TSA, you know, he comes across as, well, he wears a suit and tie, he's the comptroller, when you meet him, I've met him a number of times.
Cool.
He doesn't recognize me in person because I work with him through where I work, but I'm not going to say where I work.
No worry about that.
But, so, you know, he's been mounting the most far left stuff for years, but people just think it's swept under the rug, and now all of a sudden this core group of CSA people are suddenly turning the corner because they have like the alliance that propels them, the activist group, and all the other Democrats are caving, and now Blackman is worried about it. Kathy Hochul has to hold off on endorsing until she thinks he's going to finally win. Hakeem Jeffries, same thing. Suddenly, he doesn't want to be associated with left right now that they're going to win. Well, he's got to do it but he understands it's going to cause problems. But he's like, well, maybe we can sweep it. So it's all very crystal clear.
Yeah, well put. And well, do you think Delgado will be Hochul's death knell? That he's going to run against her in the primary, and she's going to have to go so far left. Where unlike last primary, she had the luxury of saying she was in the middle. She was challenged to the left, challenged to the right by Suozzi. This time it's her and Delgado. Do you think that's a recipe for victory for Elise?
It very well could be. Depends on how much Delgado's got like support. Because if his whole shtick is I'm a more moderate, sane Democrat, that's going to play with a lot of people. But there's still a lot of people that say, they want the DSA, they want affordability, and the DSA group is going to dominate that.
Yeah.
Take that message.
Keep the momentum.
And as a Democrat, you cannot say we need to be more safe because that language is so anathema and so poisonous to the Democratic brand right now that Delgado wants to say that, and he will be heard because he's got authority behind what he says. He's
Right.
lit the but that's not gonna parlay anything. And whoever gets in, if he truly become pound the pavement, voter registration, which we never have done before. Republicans never get into voter registration.
Interesting. So you guys heard a lot of new people for this cycle.
Yep. And
Good for you.
Democrats know that for years. They've been doing that. They've been running roughshod over something that. Now that the Republicans are finally getting into that. 2026 is the reverse puzzle. I voted for the Zohran campaign. I was constantly. That's how I met Sliwa.
Awesome.
At the election night party. Unfortunately, we didn't make it, but
And close.
short.
Put up
But
a
it was
good
very
fight.
close.
Yeah.
And you're walking around the street in the Bronx, people are yelling out, "Go Zohran, go Zohran." And the Republican brand can, in the New York City, the Republican brand has a certain appeal because it's all about public safety.
Right.
It's about heart. It's about dealing with people. The Democratic brand, it's not good. So I have a lot of hope. I root for the working, and Stefanik's an excellent candidate. She's got the poise, she's got the messaging, she's got the backbone, she's got the Trump background, but she's not too close to Trump.
Right,
When I was
good
making
balance.
calls for Zelman, number one thing that they would say, he's too close to Trump, I don't care. But that's sort of diminished now, and Stefanik's got a little more daylight between them.
Yeah. Well, and do you think it'll be an open primary? Like I kind of feel if Curtis does strongly here, I think he should run. Or do you think she has it fairly easily, has that good support?
I think so, because I think Curtis is too much identified with New York City.
Yeah, good point. Good point, yeah.
He's also getting up in years, so he might not have the energy.
Yeah.
They might say, look, he's a great guy. So, think back in 2021, who Sliwa was running against in the primary?
Mateo. Yeah, Fernando Mateo, yeah.
Yeah, and same thing, Mateo, great background, great credentials, but Sliwa just had the local persona, and he took it like 75 to 25.
Right.
But now it's like the flip that because Sliwa is identified with New York City, but Stefanik's got the upstate that I think is she's got more polish. And people, that's why Zeldin beat out whoever was in the primary. I can't remember.
Zeldin, who beat Andrew Giuliani, I believe, Giuliani's son, and Harry Wilson, who was kind of the moderate, ran for comptroller and put up a fight 4 years before, and those are the two.
There was a Westchester executive.
Yeah, you're right. Astorino, Rob Astorino, right? Who ran against Cuomo? Yeah, right.
Zeldin and Astorino, they those were the two. And then,
Right.
But for whatever reason, Zeldin had the gift. So Stefanik's got that
hard-fought primary, yeah.
a little bit more, which is what I like.
Yeah.
See somebody that people can get behind. They can say, this is somebody that I feel safe voting for. I feel safe saying that I voted for this person. So I think that counts for a lot, especially in New York, because people just sort of people that grow up Democrat and they grow out of Democratic policies, but they're hesitant to say I'm a right wing, I'm a Republican, I'm conservative. So the messaging, hitting the pavement, getting the voter registration really needs to be pumped up. And they've done that a lot better in the past.
The base of support is a good argument because that's how Pataki won. And he didn't win a single borough in New York City. But still, he won the general election because the numbers were very strong in the state. They were unusually strong even in Buffalo, Rochester, whatever. And that makes a difference. And how do you get involved in Curtis's campaign? You don't have to talk too much about your background if that's part of it, but
so we signed up and went online
free
and
cool.
made money.
Love
and
it.
I was like, I'm going to be part of the group that says, look, I'm not going to put up with this Mamdani guy. I'm not putting up with Cuomo. I'm going to be like, look, this is what I want to spend my money on. So I'm volunteer.
Awesome.
Make calls, whatever. I'll do whatever.
Well, so you've been on the ground. It's good to speak to somebody on the ground. Has the enthusiasm been good for him? It seems like it's much stronger than Cuomo's ever is.
It is.
Which I think we're missing.
I would say people people know who Sliwa is.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it looks great. Nice.
People know who Sliwa is, and they understand that people are passionate about Mamdani. They're super passionate, but it's a group. It's like Cuomo, nobody's passionate. They just know him in the past.
Right.
And people go, yeah, why not? Why not Sliwa? And that's why when we get out there and we walk around with the merch, with the sign on your back, and go, look at that guy. He's wearing Sliwa. That, the visibility really counts. It's much different than 2021. 2020 there was a lot of visibility. I think this time around, it's a lot more. There's a lot more in people's face.
Interesting, more of a ground game, perhaps. Yeah.
It's a three-way race, so it's really exciting.
Right.
And the turnout's massive. I happen to work on a pool site.
Interesting. Okay. So you've really seen it.
I work next to a pool site.
Okay.
So I see.
Yeah, you see the lines.
Site all day long,
Yeah.
basically.
Right.
And there's a massive amount of turnout. There was the press there. There was Washington Post. There was Univision.
Cool. Yeah.
So people are
psyched about it. Well, he's been a great promoter of this brand. You know, no matter what happens. I don't think there's been Joe Loda and Molitanakis did not get this goodwill and this wide base of support. And what do you think is going to happen in the election? You think he could pull it off? I think he could, quite frankly, just looking at his crowd size, just looking at the enthusiasm.
I think he could. People on Twitter who say, everyone says they're voting for Sliwa.
Right, good.
I've seen stuff flip before, the Trump election in 2016, that's what classic.
Right.
But the most, I think, what was we pulled out for the DSA, people like the slogans, but when they get in there in the booth, say, who I'm voting for.
Yeah.
It's going to be Sliwa. I'm going to be here tonight. I think we're going to win.
Cool.
Confident. Represent the way we're in New York City because we really need that.
Last question: what do you do today and yesterday for him? Were you out for Curtis?
No, I was working.
I hear you. Well, you helped him. You showed up. Helped him financially, which is even bigger. Well, hopefully I'll see you more on the trail. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you so much. You gave me a lot of good meat, so thank you. You're a real expert on all this, so I appreciate that. Yeah. So if you want to look me up, I have a weird name. It's Dodge Landesmith. D-O-D-G-E. But if you just search like Dodge Curtis, I've been at a lot of Curtis events, so you should be able to find it. I appreciate the interest. Thank you. Cool. Well, you gave me a lot of really good info. I'm going to look at some of the comments. They got a good hors d'oeuvre spread. I will say that. Oh, they got whole pizzas. Oh, wow. Thank you. Appreciate that. I got to eat, guys. This is pretty badass. Oh, I got meatballs. Oh, you're going to have to watch me eat the whole time. What do you think of this guy? This screen looks like it was filmed in 2008. I thought I had no money. I'm on a jitterbug phone, guys. Jitterbug? I'm filming from a jitterbug. Please subscribe. The shittiest video you'll ever see. Mark says Kansas City, Missouri tried the most Mamdani policy. It's true. Grocery stores didn't have groceries and buses aren't going to run this. They tried the grocery stuff, nobody really went, but really good. What do you have to say? Drew is saying, try bitches, free childcare. Okay, we'll see what happens. We still got 45 minutes. We got plenty of time. This dude Soze, he was cool. I like that guy. I'm with you. Hope I'm wrong. Well, we'll see what happens. We get one more hors d'oeuvre. We'll probably talk to some people that might have. Thank you. Appreciate that. This is a good deal, guys. They treat their breast people well. Yeah, we'll start talking to you. I'm going to one meatball, though. Guys, tell me if the picture is pixelated or not, and I can switch to Wi-Fi. If the picture is actually like pixelated and blurry, let me know. Put a 1 if it's blurry, put a 2 if it's okay. Ours says I don't care who wins as long as it isn't Mamdani. Well, we'll see. We got about 45 minutes. Got some more people. Have a soda. We're gonna try to talk to some more people. Press room. This is all where the press is. 2. Okay. So 2 means it's okay, right? Is that what you're saying? That's good. Let's see if I recognize anybody here. See what's up. It's kind of a jungle up front. Oh, I gotta try to ask for some of some of the staffers. Carrie O'Donnell says disgusting. I don't know what's so disgusting. Yes, please. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Next block this
Michael Cerullo?
He's on 73rd.
We got a legend here. Do you mind if I interview you for my YouTube?
I'm sorry?
We got a legend here. Do you mind if I interview you for my YouTube? No pressure. Looking at him. you've been hardcore for him. You got a lot of supporters out in Staten Island.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So you brought a lot of people out.
Give me a few minutes. I'm trying
Take
to
your
get
time.
this-
Absolutely. Yeah. Do your thing.
I'll be here.
I appreciate that.
Excuse me.
I'll catch you.
Me? Yeah, okay, sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I think that was Scott Labayo, well known in the right-wing world. I'll connect with him in a couple minutes. Yeah, we're gonna try to find something to talk to him. A little more towards the back. That's probably the easiest thing.
Are you doing security here? Yeah.
Going forward. Please subscribe, guys, when you cannot spell. How you doing? Good, thank you. No pressure. I got a YouTube, so I'm filming, just talking to people why they like Curtis, how they're feeling. I'm a big supporter of his and help clean up the city.
I've known Curtis since he started the Guardian Angels. I've seen him on Ocean Parkway
How
protecting
cool.
the Jewish people.
Wow.
I've seen him on the streets. I've seen his guys. I believe that I believe that we need a true New Yorker to take care of New York. Not Mr. Cuomo, who has destroyed us with medical tyranny, with the people that he's killed, with shutting down our system, with firing people, shutting the businesses, and the 13 people that he's allegedly sexually assaulted.
Are you disappointed? I mean, it's, the media is making a big thing saying some. Why not? Media's making things saying some Republicans have supported Cuomo, but it's really like 2, honestly. And so, do you if Irina Vernikov runs for higher office, would you support her, or do you feel like her not endorsing Curtis kind of speaks volumes?
I think her not endorsing Curtis kind of speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Especially after what I mentioned about Cuomo doing what he did to the city.
Right.
And being a failed governor and losing the primaries. He shouldn't have even made being a candidate as the mayor, to be honest with you. We should have had him, he should have dropped out, just like Adam should have dropped out. And finally, New York actually needs a Republican to run its city. We're tired of these Democrats. We've got nothing but shit on top of shit, excuse me.
No, it's true, man.
That's all they've given us.
Turn into a shithole, you're not wrong. Yeah, how are you? How are you? Good. You ran a great campaign. I voted for you.
I like it.
I want to interview you if I can.
I'm not
I'm
trying
just
to.
gentleman. I appreciate that.
I'm over here for long.
Okay. I appreciate it.
They
Thank you.
pushed drag queen story out on us. They've pushed the trans people on us. They've destroyed our youth. They took out the Pledge of Allegiance from the schools. They took out the American flag from the schools. We need to bring back America. That's what we need.
Do you think Cuomo will actually be that different on crime than Mamdani with his support of no cash bail? Or do you think if he got in, he'd be pressured by the left to be just as radical as Zohran would be on crime issues?
Well, isn't Cuomo the left? So I don't think he'd be pressured to do anything. I just think that he's just going to go exactly what he did. He made the bail reforms. He's the one who was. He did say he wants to hire 5,000 new cops, but the truth is, we already lost 3,000. We had 36,000 cops. Now we only have 32,000 cops. We need to hire another 10,000 to 12,000 cops, and not just hire 5,000 cops.
Well, it's a placating number, I think.
Yeah.
To say I'm actually paying attention to crime, but making the left happy where it's not actually that tangible of a rise.
The left actually likes crime. That's why they allow this bail reform. People will go in, people will go out there. People don't have consequences anymore.
Yeah.
These kids are out there. They're committing crimes and they don't care because they say, you know what? I can go up to the cops and say what I want to them. What's going to happen is I'm just going to go into court, into the prison. They'll either give me a 24 hours in central booking, or they'll give me a DAT ticket, and then when I get out of court, they're going to just dismiss it in court.
Right, catch and release. Yeah. How do you? So because for 40 years, how do you get to know him way back then? The bad old days.
When he started the Guardian Angels, I remember when they had that punching contest, or people that are just punching people for no reason.
Yeah, right. I remember that. Yeah.
I remember Curtis was on Ocean Parkway. He brought the whole Guardian Angels over there, so I know him since he started. This whole thing. I was young. I like the American dream. Curtis is the American dream. He's the one who came up. He started from nowhere. He came up, became strong with protecting people on the trains. People knew the Red Beret. I knew the Red Beret, and ever since a few years ago, I knew Curtis personally. Thank God, I was able to know him personally.
Well, that's a big difference. When I got at Cuomo events, there's very few people that say I was a friend of Cuomo. I respected his work. It was more somebody told me to be here.
Correct.
So,
I'm here because I want to be here.
Yeah.
I'm here because he's American. He's New York first, not Islamic first or Palestine first. He doesn't want to globalize the Intifada. He doesn't want the river from the sea. He wants America.
Yeah. He's a guy. Well, very good to meet you. I'm Dodge, by the way. Give me a lot of good meat. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Thank you. So cool. Another interesting combo. Yeah, let's do it.
Whatever you say. Let's find some spot.
Cool.
Wherever you want.
Probably we could get a decent background here, not too much in the way. There we go. So
I'll give you my card.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Never mind. I appreciate that. Thank you. Here, I could probably.
It's like speed dating tonight.
It really is. Here's my card. So we got Marty Dolan running a strong campaign for public advocate. I was impressed actually that even though Raj Kumar outspent you, 5-1, 6-1, you only got 6% less than her? How do you pull it off?
Spent $1.3 million, and we spent $40,000, I think. So, what I'm about is about policy and about getting to the core questions. And I think we won't spend much time on the primary, but she really made it about being negative about the incumbent and about the image and the telephone. And I'm trying to get at the core issues, which is why is New York unaffordable? Like, okay, it's unaffordable. What are the things that are preventing it from being affordable? And then also, what can we do to really get money into people's pockets? And so I kind of was just campaigning for that the whole time. I didn't really worry about Jennifer.
Smart.
I didn't really worry too much about Jamani. I'm here tonight because I have a lot of sympathy for Curtis.
Cool.
I think he stands for a lot of conservative values. His voters stand for conservative values. And those values have for too long, because Republicans are such a small percentage of the vote, they're kind of like steamrollered. Curtis drop out. I never said that. I thought what Curtis should do is figure out a way to combine maybe with Cuomo or somehow.
Yeah.
But the conservative values are what we need. That's exactly, we need more conservative values, and especially on economics. So, and that's really what I ran my campaign on. And then we went through the primary, and that's what we've been saying about Jumaane Williams, which is what I said when I started with Greg Kelly at WABC. I said everybody's in favor of racial equality. Jumaane is a champion for racial equality. But you got to look at taxpayers. You got to look at businesses. You got to look at bureaucracy. It takes $85 million to put an elevator through a sidewalk to the subway platform. Now, that's affordability. You have a 54% tax rate in New York. We got to get that way down. So we got our message out, although we could have used more donations.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you, you're a very qualified candidate. You, I think, raised a lot of eyebrows. Do you feel like you're kind of facing an unfair media blackout? I feel like Jumaane had a lot of negatives, but they're really, because he wasn't covered that much, it was more of a comfortable victory.
Well, he hasn't won yet, so
yeah. Well, how you feeling about tonight? You got a lot of good support
victory in the primary,
right?
Where the Democratic base was strong.
Yeah, I voted for you twice.
I like that. I think what happened this year is there was a blizzard of media about the mayoral race. The mayoral race was all people wanted to talk
right.
about. They didn't want to hear about public advocate.
Right.
There's been no focus on the controller race.
Right.
Although I think Mark is a qualified candidate.
Yeah.
So I think we've been fighting like a storm that's way above us in the mayoral race. And yes, I think the media, if you go back to what happened with Stephen Colbert. So when I was running as AOC,
right,
I challenged her to a debate.
Thank you for your service.
And she said it was beneath her dignity. And she went on the Colbert show. So we went after CBS. We went after CBS and filed a complaint that they were in violation of the FCC guidelines. And we said we want our equal time. And you can kind of see what happened to CBS, and you can see what happened to Colbert.
Yeah.
So we're winning victories. People don't see the victories that we're winning, but we're trying hard to get things back to where they're fair for all the candidates. And then I should think that one of the next frontiers you're going to see with New York, think about it this year, if independent candidates all over the place, and now this dispute within the Democratic Party has spilled out into the open.
Right.
I'm an independent candidate, but a Democrat, and I think that's the way it's going to be for a while. Because I think
there's a real divide.
It's going to be okay to be an independent candidate. We kind of blaze that trail, and we'll see what we get for that.
Yeah, well, you did a lot with a little. I think you'll do very well tonight. If you don't make it, what do you see in the future? I think you impress a lot of people. Do you see yourself running for city council, running for office again? Might be nice to have a sane Democrat for once.
I founded the Unity Party.
Sure, yeah.
The Unity Party is our ballot line.
Cool.
But also it's significant because we're trying to be a safe, in the Democratic Party, on the far left, they've got the Working Family Party, and they want to be a safe, but there's nothing in the center, like the far right, in the middle.
Yeah, and the Conservative Party for the right.
The Republicans have MAGA, which is kind of on the right of the right. So the Unity Party, we're trying to make a place where people, centrists from the Democratic Party, maybe some centrists from the Republican Party, and also there's 1 million independent voters in New York. So one of the principles of the Unity Party is we only are going to support policies that are popular with Democrats, Independents, and Republicans.
Makes sense. Common sense, so.
We want to get policies like, for example, Franklin Roosevelt. We can learn so much from what he did. He was a guy, obviously in a wheelchair, but he didn't campaign for handicap rights. He built the Social Security system. He built something that's good for everybody.
Right.
And And I think the
Helps
path
a group.
forward, what I'm really arguing for the Democratic Party, and also a little bit for the Republican Party, is the mistake the Democrats are making, and I'm a Democrat, is they're arguing for too many little policies. We need to just take a step back and say, what are 2 or 3 really meaningful policies that would move the needle for everybody? So in my case, what I'm saying is, let's have no taxes for young people and no taxes for older people.
Well,
Instead of the taxes being like this in your lifetime,
Right.
like this for your viewers, let's make it a curve so that I call it growing the young trees.
Yeah, it's an investment.
When you're planting a young tree, you water it and you make it, and then you don't have to worry about it. The problem is right now there's too much. By the time kids get to 25, they're in debt. They're paying taxes. And even you go to work at McDonald's, $200, you only see $140. So I want to give all those deductions back to our young earners. So this is our pitch. You go from having learners to earners.
Nice.
Give people incentives to work when they're young, and then you don't have to worry about them later on. Right now, that's how you cut the social services budget: is you make people really into the work thing when they're young.
Well put.
So that's an example of a policy that we think the Republicans would like it, the Independents would like it, and hopefully the Democrats would like it because they're all about
Well,
the people.
it's a huge difference in income of what they could actually use, so it's a lot more practical than just expanding the social services. Instead, we'll allow you to actually have money in your pocket. You can reinvest in your career. You can invest to stay here. Yeah.
That's the most Republican principle, which is if you just give people the money, maybe they need it for a babysitter.
Right.
Maybe they need it for education.
Basic.
Maybe they want to buy an Uber and but they can make the decision.
Trust that,
money.
yeah.
That's a Republican theory.
Right.
But we're kind of putting a Democratic spin on it, which is let's get behind the young people.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to get behind the young people? So that's where we're going with the Unity Party.
Cool.
So to answer your question, let's see what happens tonight.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys run a slate at some point.
Hopefully I'm the public advocate at midnight. And if not,
You're running strong.
There's more to do somewhere next year. We'll see.
That's how it starts, though. Back then the Liberal Party had all this influence, the John Lindsay days. So
That's right.
it's not an unrare thing for New York to potentially vote for a third party and to even have that be strong.
You gotta show that you're legit. You
Right.
gotta get out there and get involved. You don't always win your first race. You might not win tonight, but we feel like we're winning because we're making the points. And the reason I'm here with Curtis Sliwa is I got nothing against the Republicans. I think,
Right. I'm very level-headed.
Their values have been just pushed down and forgotten, and I think we should bring them back in. And I think the far left and the far right are kind of pushing each other. Everything they say is wrong.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. That's like that makes no sense. So we'll be going to a few mayoral watch parties tonight.
Love it. Okay. So are you going to go to Cuomo's and Zohran's too?
Definitely going to Cuomo's.
Okay. Where is Zohran's? In a theater?
No comment.
Yeah, right. Maybe you might not be able to say. I think it's in a theater. I'm wondering how publicly accessible it is. Although I'm having fun here, so whatever.
We'll see what happens. But I do think that tonight, no matter what, you will not have a majority voting for socialism. So
speak volumes.
That will speak volumes. You
Yeah.
can look at the individuals who win for mayor, but there will not be a majority voting for socialism, which is what I started out saying, which is, if Shimani gets more votes than me, or I get more votes than him, I don't think there's a mandate for socialism in the general population. It's not like there's 55 or 60% of the general election voters, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, keep up the good work. Honor to meet you. Big fan. Hopefully, and maybe I'll see you at the other events. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is this public calamari or somebody's calamari? Oh, cool. Sweet. Feel free. Oh, you're good. You got a nice bounty here. Sorry, guys. Accidentally clicked off. I ain't got a soda. I'm parched. I got 20 minutes. I'll close.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna try to get it. Just a soda. All right, look at some of your comments.
I just
Calamari, 2028. Hell yeah. Love calamari. Guys, go to Cafe JR Tech. I'm trying to get a drink. Lars is a speaker problems from Donnery, Leslie. Wants to talk to shit, take care of people who don't want to take care of themselves. It's a problem. Not people feel that's an issue. You can offer so much to help. You only offer so much help to somebody. They don't want to take it, they don't want to take it. I don't want to tell you. I just heard that Jack might have pulled off in New Jersey. That would be a real deal. Shit. Well, we got how much time? We have 24 minutes. 24 minutes till the polls close, guys. I'm gonna get one more drink. Bottom, mate.
I think they want us fighting each other and keeping us distracted.
That's always like the quest for a drink. I might like run to the store and get a drink. I don't know. I don't know what's more successful. Sorry. Give you Wi-Fi information. She said she had it. Brian, how are you?
Oh my God.
Long time no see.
No, oh my God.
Sharp as always. Out in the trail.
I was working at Buck Times for a few years and I got out of it.
What's up?
I was working at media at Buck Times for a couple of years.
Oh, I didn't know you worked for them.
I did.
That's cool.
I got out of it and I'm working investments now.
Good for you. Probably a little more money.
You starve as a reporter. I was just traveling.
Wow.
Went to the convention.
How cool.
RNC,
Wow.
went to the inauguration. I said,
Oh, wow.
that's it. You're not going to get me promote me, sister. Fuck you. I'm moving on. Got a real job.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they should have appreciated you. You have a great base of knowledge and no politics that in a way most people don't. Especially those, ironically, go into journalism because you've been an activist. Did you like it at all or no? I mean, were they decent? Because having been in mainstream media, I never had a good experience. Now I just do it for myself.
I do Substack now.
Smart.
I write on
Yeah,
the
check
side.
it out.
I publish case of PG Media. Registry. It's a hobby. I don't do, you don't make money on it.
Yeah. What's your? We got 100 people watching. What's your Substack link?
Mostly foreign policy.
But what's it? What's the link if people want to look it up?
The bottom line.
Bottom line. Is there bottom line Brian Jung or just bottom
I
line?
never use my real name,
Oh,
Substack. It's a
okay. So bottom line. But if you probably Google like bottom line Curtis Sliwa or something or election, you'll probably find it.
Well, you
Cool.
guys will send it to you.
I appreciate that. And then of course, I always have to ask, who are you wearing or what decade are you wearing? You're always the best dressed. You got the white baker's collar, beautiful. You got the scarf.
They go for 30s look, you know?
Very cool. I'm like 20 years after you.
I know, yes.
Yes. So cool, 30s and the jacket. I love the velvet on the top. Morning coat. Oh, beautiful, double-breasted.
We're foreign minister at the Eden look.
I like it. Yeah.
Four names go on to Munich.
It would work. And then have you been out in the campaign trail helping out Curtis? I know you have a lot of gigs.
I have a full-time job now, you know?
Yeah.
You know how it was, we're all doing politics. I don't have time for it anymore.
Yeah.
I resigned as district leader.
I'm curious, with the Epic Times, do they ever try to make you carry a narrative, or are they pretty relaxed and?
Well, so I did, you know, saving our book, but yeah, they gave me free reign.
It's not bad. Well, so some are better than others. I can tell you working at NBC local news is not like that.
No, you were in Philly, I remember that.
Yeah. So that was not fun. And what do you do today for election? Or you were working probably. You had a full-time job.
Full-time job now. I said, well, you know, pop in, party, say hello to friends, that's all.
Yeah, well, thank you. How do you think Curtis is going to do tonight?
Don't know.
We got about 20 minutes, I guess.
Well, I'm on Oracle.
What's up?
I'm on Oracle. You know what I'm saying?
Oracle.
You know, we both were media. I never make any predictions if I can't. If I can't, you know,
Wise.
cross-check it.
Yeah, smart.
You know how it is.
Smart. Cool.
You were downtown, TJ Burns.
What's up?
If you're TJ Burns, have a drink.
I'd love that. I'm sorry. I moved out of the city for a while. I'm back sort of in the general area. So absolutely, I'll drop you. Sorry, maybe so out of touch. But I'll drop you a line. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, it'd be good to catch up with Robert. Is Alex still around? I haven't seen her in a while.
They broke up during 2020.
Right.
And cabin fever, you know.
Sure. I wonder.
She's now married to down in Ohio.
Good for her. Okay, is she still involved in GOP politics, or?
Probably in Ohio, or she's there now.
But not in the city anymore. So she moved out to Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Robert has another girl.
Oh, good for him.
He has a kid.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Wow, the things you miss. Guy was only gone for, I guess he was gone for a while, 5 years at this point.
Yeah, and Chris is my city councilman now.
Well, I was going to say, you like Chris Marte for speaker? You ran against him.
Well, you know, it's kind of, I don't like to say it, but he's, you know, we go to the same church too, so it's kind of
I didn't know that. That's funny. That's hilarious.
We're both Catholic. I say, hey, you see him.
Okay. I didn't know that.
No, I could be on the opposite side of the aisle.
Yeah.
Still be his friends.
No, I worked on his campaign. I always got along with you when you ran against him. Yeah.
Because we're both Catholics, go to the same parish. I said, you know, God trumps politics.
Yeah.
You know, you see him, just, you know, we got to be friendly with each other.
Yeah. Well, that's how you make a better city. But I admire that you made some money. Brian, good to see you. I won't keep you forever, but.
You do what you do. I got to find somebody.
Yeah, I'll let you. Let's catch up, though. I'll shoot you a message. Thank you. That was Brian Chung. He's a pretty cool guy. Ran for city council. As Republicans, it didn't do that well. Sorry, guys. I'm wiping my screen. Pardon me. All right, it's a little better. Let me know the receptionist is. I'm also trying to look for the Wi-Fi. That's an important part of this.
I haven't watched television.
With the restaurant.
Thanks again for all your input. Appreciate that.
Oh no, I might be. I would kill my enemies. I kill them.
There's no parking. They have their own competition of all ages. Ladies. So first I can see the young and mature. Yeah, it's good. What do we got here?
She win easily.
Let's go!
Es muy loco. That's for Dad.
Okay, oh my gosh.
I can watch you and I can analyze it and track you, but now I didn't commit a crime. Right. So like all these corporations are doing it. So she goes on the whole report.
Still trying to find
They go through. They're like, so, and we're gonna protect your gays and private.
Hey, do you happen to know the Wi-Fi? No worries if not. But
It's I think oversaturated. They don't have connections.
No worries.
Her name is Chloe. Her name is Chloe.
That's a bummer. Well, we're on 5. Pardon me. We're on 5G, so we're all right.
I thought it was interesting. So yeah, they're doing like, but it's corporations are using it now. But
All right.
Oh my god.
Pardon me. Sorry. Hey, long time no see. 2 whole days.
Cheers.
Cheers. I appreciate all your input. How you feeling today?
All intense.
Okay.
There you go.
I hear you. You got a lot of love for them. I know. Yeah.
Because I did what I can.
Yeah, you did.
I'm paying volunteer. Where's Robert? Has not been much out enough at the Bronx. Bronx is pretty strong. in terms of the Democratic stronghold, but the tides are turning. And
So you saw that. You saw that on the ground. And you talked to some voters. They actually said they're supporting Sliwa. And,
yes,
wow.
absolutely.
Speaks volumes.
Especially in the Bronx. Because, you know, the majority of the people in Bronx City will support Cuomo over Sliwa. But Cuomo, people don't know what Cuomo did as our previous governor.
That's interesting. You really had to educate some people about that.
Yes.
Thank you for doing that, man. Not easy. That's what wins an election, though. I don't know if Cuomo has that volunteer base who loves him, who are, highlighting.
Oh yes. Here's the goal one.
Do they have a rationale for running?
It was
Or for helping?
Well, I felt compromised.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I was with a friend who was volunteering.
Okay.
We were out there canvassing in Culver City, and we came across Cuomo canvassing.
Wow.
And I didn't want to expose myself, but he had
This is the
Team Sliwa sweater.
the Zohran Mamdani
And she saw
LGBT reaper
us.
sticker.
And I was
So this
acting
lady that he's with,
acting on
everybody
speaker
knows they made
I
move.
wanna,
That's the lady from
that,
Uganda
we are Team
who
Sliwa
wants to push
knocking on the doors.
death sentences
And
for homosexuals.
my
Now
friend
let me
saw
tell
her
you,
texting
I'm not
and campaigning
pro-homosexual, but this is
And I
extreme.
did see Cuomo
And then you got the
I took them
Kupas,
down.
and they're all like Islamic
Facts.
terrorists,
Yeah,
and they all got signs saying
No
globalize the
Absolutely.
antifada, defund
And
the
they didn't
police,
explain why they like him or what.
all that.
Yeah.
they're not interested.
Who wants a sticker?
Won't even talk to you. I'll take a sticker.
No, he wants a sticker. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Why not? Hey, we're both streaming. Respect. Hell yeah. What's your page? How do people find you?
Sherry Olivo.
Sherry Oliva. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Sherry Oliva.
I am the director of membership of the Dominican Republican Club.
Very cool. Keep up the good work.
We got the Latinos
Seriously.
in the house.
Seriously, you're responsible. Trump really increased his support amongst the Dominican population in the Bronx. Went to council seat because of it.
Yes.
How did he work your magic? What was the recipe? You've already achieved results.
Well, listen, we opened our eyes. We realized that the Democratic Party was always a lie. They were always fake. They try to always enslave you. They don't want you to have your own house. They don't want you to own nothing. They want to enslave you. They want to give you everything for what? So that you can always be dependent on them. And when you depend on somebody, you are a slave of that person, okay? Republicans are different. We want every citizen, every resident to make it out there. We support the working family. They got it all twisted around. And it's time for Latinas like me. I'm Dominican and I'm a Republican. Okay?
I love it. And what issue is most important to you in the election?
What?
What issue is most important to you in the
Law
election?
and order. I lost my nephew, Juan Peña, to gun violence. I don't know if you guys heard the story of a young boy that he was going to join the U.S. Navy, but he lost his life due to gun violence. So, to me, our NYPD is important. Our cops are very important. Without them, our city is not safe. So, to me, law and order, public safety is the most important thing right now.
Well put.
It's not that what Democrat wants to brainwash you, that immigration, that the border. That's not our issue. We need to focus on bigger issues. They want to brainwash your head with that, but trust me, there's other issues that needs to be taken care of. So don't get fooled. Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Last thing, how do people find you again? 100 people watching.
Sherry Olivo.
Perfect.
Okay. Or you can visit my website, sherryfornewyork.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Sherry. Keep up the good work. Cool. Guys, please do subscribe. Help a YouTuber out. We got two YouTubers now. That's all right.
Yeah, go get a picture of George Jackson right there.
Note to self, he'll be there at 9:15. He's working hard to the last drop. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. First, he has to claim sorry. Are you alright? Nice squeeze up in here. Large.
You're
glad the stream is not monetized. Gentlemen, what's up? And then I like your passion. I got a little YouTube. You feeling good? You feeling good about tonight? Hell yeah. You've been working hard for us? Huh? You've been working hard for Curtis? I got a little
I've been working hard not only for Curtis, but for New York.
Good for you. Take lots of good results tonight. He has a lot of enthusiasm.
Well, a lot of people love him, and I think there's going to be a big surprise in the numbers. Maybe it doesn't amount to the win, but it'll be a big result that nobody will big surprise.
You met a single person who's like, I love Cuomo. I'm voting for Cuomo because I like Cuomo and I like what. Yeah. So that's why
You don't like you like Cuomo?
No, I'm saying, have you met anybody who's ever said that?
No.
Right.
Everyone who's saying it is saying they don't like Cuomo, but they have to deal with it. That means they kissed up. They bowed to it.
And they will go and vote. That'll drop. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Liberty down, tell me how we supposed to live when these towns. I'm goofy, pin the calls to the votes, you gotta kill the whole the streets in New York, ready to the homo from the police. Release the logos, I had enough of the folks, no shows, so show up with the time for photos. Never been the one to try to keep the low broke. See, I'm sorry to go back home.
Sorry, guys. I lost everybody. That's all right. I had to turn off the Wi-Fi so we can. What? Let me clean up the camera.
Jersey went down the river.
I want to try to get Pataki, but there's a crazy crowd. Please do subscribe though.
Let me prove things, I'm sorry. Yes, I know.
Alright, this is better. With some spit. Anybody, guys? Because I'm on my YouTube, so I can't check the internet. What happened in New Jersey? Anybody know? Virginia looks like it already won. I mean, Spamberger won it. I can try to catch Pataki. There we go. George Pataki, former governor. Appreciate it, thank you. I keep saying I'm gonna get a drink, guys. I'm gonna try to.
Regardless of the outcome, I have confidence in this great city to continue to get better. This is America. No, this is America. People are going to respect the law and the rules. Sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, there's George Pataki. think you're going to hear anything. Oh well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed looking at them. Or something. Imagine going to countries as Leslie taking benefits like a league. Well, there has been an issue. People have been a little reckless with the benefits. I might go in there and start dancing. Why not? Put a 1 if you want to see me dance. Put a 2 if you never ever want to do that. Catch up on some of your chat. Richie!
Hey, somebody needs to consolidate us.
Alright guys, we're trying to get a drink. I'm super thirsty.
That's right.
Alright guys, we got 4 minutes. Make your predictions here. What do you think the percent's gonna be? We'll know in 4 minutes. Please do subscribe, guys. You won't regret it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get a drink. That's just wishful thinking. I'll join the dance party. How about that?
DJ.
I might get situated because Curtis is going to be here. Pardon me.
I saw when I came in.
This is all the mainstream media. See, this is what the mainstream media does. They're just kind of standing there. They're doing their live shots. They're not asking anybody questions. I'm the only one that's asking people questions. Alright, we'll try to talk to more people, guys. Figure it out. Thank you. Alright, guys, try to have some more conversations. Why not? Please do subscribe. You know, this is just me filming nothing. We'll talk to some people again.
It has a major case.
It's a little quieter in here, which is good. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I have a YouTube. I'm filming, no pressure, but just asking people why they support Curtis. Seems like he has a lot of love in this room, you know, invest in the city. So, yeah, I don't know if you want to talk and just say, how are you feeling about Curtis in the election? I like it. I like it. So you're feeling supportive of Trump, and you feel you think Curtis is going to do well tonight? I think he has a lot of love. People seem to be undercounting the enthusiasm. How are you feeling?
I feel very good, and I think that Curtis is New York.
Yeah.
So to not vote for New York, he is, out of all the candidates, he represents New York the most. And it's ridiculous that someone like that can't get in. And he's a stand-up guy. I like a stand-up guy. When he promises something, he delivers. The other candidates, all promises, they're empty promises. It's all nonsense. They could talk. Mamdani, he's talking about giving this for free and that for free, but he doesn't tell you exactly where's the money going to come from. Where is it coming? It's got to come from somewhere, so you know where it's going to come from. The middle class. That's where it's coming from.
And it'll move out in droves. Yeah.
That's my feeling about the whole thing. And the other guy is not going to, Cuomo's not going to make, there's not going to be any changes there.
Well, I'm curious, have you ever met a voter at all these Curtis Sliwa events? I meet people who genuinely love Curtis. They appreciate that he's made the city safe. They appreciate that he knows the city. Have you ever met a voter who has ever said to you, I'm excited to vote for Cuomo. I think he's a great guy. He has a great record, and I'm enthusiastic about Bright.
Never.
And it's ironic. It's a tragedy that Cuomo, you know, I think it would have been a cleaner shot if it was Curtis versus Zohran. It's a tragedy, that Cuomo is supposed to be the answer. Eric Adams is supposed to be so powerful that only somebody with high name recognition who was a governor could defeat him. Then that was thrown out the window, yet they're still trying to do you think anybody cares about the Republican endorsements or anything about, I don't think endorsements matter, but have you seen anybody swayed by like Aaron Vernikov's endorsement or Lawler, or literally the two people? Right.
Who are you reporting for?
Myself. I'm independent. I used to work for the local TV news, but I got canned for talking the truth, so now I just work for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you broadcast?
Yeah. Well, I cover a lot of election events, so I do court cases, election stuff, but I'm a big fan of his. Yeah.
He's the oldest Republican club in America.
Oh, cool. Honor to meet you. New York Metropolitan or different one?
Queens Village, the Beacon.
How cool. Honor to meet you.
Yeah.
Well, keep up the good work. You guys flip some seats.
I also I wrote an article about Curtis.
Oh, cool.
How he can guarantee himself to win the mayorship. I gave him the article. He could win the mayorship if he listened to me.
Okay.
All he had to do is run as a Democrat. We call him a dino, Democrat name only.
Right.
New York City,
Right.
New York City is 70% Democrat, and then he can do whatever he wants once he gets the win.
Right.
That's the only way he's going to win.
See, that's why I make the argument that, next year, Stefanik is running hard. But I feel like Curtis should do it because he's seen as a little more moderate, a little more, less ideological.
Listen, if he wants to run in the next mayoral election, he's got to run as a Democrat.
That's it. Well, yeah, and there might have been 20% of Democrats, 30% who, really sees Curtis as the most sensible. It's a good idea.
This is a blue town.
Right.
A Democratic city.
Right. Do you think it'll say, if he only finishes, I think he could potentially win, but if he only finishes a few points behind Cuomo, does it show that there's a stronger support for a conservative candidate than you think?
What he should have done was made a deal with Cuomo.
Yeah.
Said, I will drop out of the race, but you have to make me deputy mayor of the police. I want control of the police.
Smart.
And this way, Cuomo would have won automatically, and Curtis would have what he wants.
Right. Would have been
a win-win.
Yeah. Would have been a good police chief. I don't know if you're allowed to be a police chief if you're not.
When you're a deputy mayor and the mayor gives you the authority, you can do pretty much what you want.
That's smart, because you have to change the party from within.
But he wouldn't listen to me.
That's it, right? You showed up. It's a good idea.
Can he get a position, not mayor, but can he be assigned or appointed?
Yeah, sure.
As something that he has full reign. Like above the police.
That's a good question. The mayor doesn't have too much. That's a good question. Trash or something, or clean up. I think with the Curtis's passion for the animal welfare stuff, and you have a lot of control over the no-kill shelters and stuff like that. And he's such a protector of animals. It might be a good position, because that you actually do have authority to eliminate the no-kill shelters they haven't done, and you don't have to go through a bureaucratic process like with a lot of other stuff. But we'll see. I think he's impressed a lot of people. I went to York Prep on the Upper West Side. Robert Chambers went there. Remember him, the preppy killer? That's our. Right.
He's out on the loose.
Yeah, they let him out, shockingly, which I don't think was very fair. I think they probably should have kept him in.
Where'd he go to college?
Went to Fordham. Fordham, Manhattanville. I know, I'm embarrassed about that. Unfortunately, Cuomo did. Trump went to Fordham for 2 years as well, but then he transferred.
Yeah, he went to University of Pennsylvania.
Right, he transferred to UPenn. And then Charles Rangel went to Fordham. So, a few different crooks.
Where did Gregory Meeks go?
Come again?
Where did Gregory Meeks go?
Queens College, I think. No, where'd he go? Adelphi.
Where did Mary Trump go?
That's why he's not very smart.
Where did Mary Trump go?
She's Temple?
That's
Trump's niece. Yeah, niece. Yeah, the critical one. Yeah.
Yes, she's the one who knocked the shit out of him. You know where she went to school?
Temple or something?
Adelphi.
Something in the water over there.
What about Sean Hannity?
Hofstra?
Adelphi.
Wow, it's a lot of people from Adelphi.
What about Chuck Connors, the rifleman and pro base Chuck Connors?
No, it was also Delphi.
Delphi.
Funny. Hey, that's the school still around?
What about Public Enemy, Chuck D?
Was he also a Delphi?
Delphi.
There's a
What
lot
about
of people.
Flavor Flav?
And also a Delphi? They all made a Delphi? That's funny.
What about the father of the Woodstock Music Festival, Artie Kornfeld?
Sure, they made a movie about him. Also Delphi. How cool. You go to Delphi or you just know it?
What a coincidence.
Very cool.
It's on my card.
Nice. You're a good promoter for him. I should have gone to a Delphi. Better student body.
Baba Booey?
Sure, Howard Stern, sure.
No, it's Gary.
Delabate, yeah. But on Howard Stern, yeah.
A Delphi.
Also, they got an interesting mix of characters.
Common denominator.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
It's not true, man.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Oh, they came out saying it's 8% at the moment.
That's a lie.
So you think so you think there's something fishy with the election results?
Absolutely, that's a
Yeah.
lie.
What percent of it is in it? Do you know?
Cuomo, of course, Tommy Mamdani's winning.
Right.
Cuomo's right behind him.
Okay.
They're both in the high 30s.
Yeah, but you
High
and
30s.
Curtis got 8.
Well, they're the results, guys.
She's a truckload of ballots for Mamdani.
Excuse me.
Could
what
be.
I'm saying
Well,
right now.
maybe you look at investigating. Well, you did pretty badly. That's the answer, guys.
And 2% for Curtis. That's a lie.
Huh.
That's
Well, are you going to look to investigate it? And are you going to be on the ground to try to see if there can be some investigation?
I'll be protesting like I've been
Good for you.
protesting.
Respect. I admire that. So you ain't quitting.
I'm a heckler. Free Palestine. Free
Cool.
pizza. Take the pizza. Send it to Palestine.
Free pizza stuff, yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about, man.
Free anything. I'll take it, whatever you got.
Well, good to meet you guys. You give me a lot of good meat.
Yeah,
I
check out
appreciate
my
it.
business.
I will. We'll keep in touch. Thank you. Good meeting you. You give me a lot of good meat. I appreciate that.
Where's Anthony Weiner when we need him?
Rest in
I
peace.
went to his party when he ran for mayor.
Oh, wow. Back in what? Was that 2009?
Yeah, he had the party at his brother's restaurant.
Interesting.
Similar to this.
Funny. Okay.
And Umar Aberdeen did not show up.
Weird. And that was way
His
back when
brother's
they're.
restaurant, not when he ran for mayor.
Wow.
That was before
2005?
who was it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, because they're right. 2013, right. So he's right in 2013. Right, because he ran in 2005, was about to run in 2009, but then didn't because of term limits. And then again in 2013. Do you think Anthony Weiner, would have had a longer career had the scandal not happened? Do you think he had the fire in his belly and the guts?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Probably would have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very smart guy.
Yeah, very.
He represented my district in Queens.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, ran a tight race.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who ran against. I think Lynn Shulman way back then, and some interesting people. Karen Kostowitz or something.
Very
Yeah.
smart guy.
Yeah, and had the charisma. Had the fire in his belly.
Fire in his belly.
Yeah. Think he has a future potential? He didn't do horribly for city council.
No, he's still around. He's still active.
Yeah.
He served his time.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do terribly for city council.
Served her time.
That's a good question. She should get a longer
We're
set.
waiting for the president to do something.
Yeah.
Because she set up the whole Steele documentation.
Sure, Steele dossier.
What was
Yeah.
his name? Steele.
Steele dossier.
Steele dossier. She was doing it for finance.
Right. There's never been any investigation into that or nothing.
Well, they buried it. Matter of fact, Comey said no reasonable person would indict it, which is true.
Yeah.
Every reasonable person would indict it.
Pretty cut and dry. Yeah.
They let her off the hook.
Yeah, you're always fighting uphill, but I admire you putting in the work. I admire you fighting for some good candidates, even though it's uphill. Yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate your activism, 'cause with all the, corruption and Mr. Flex and Hillary support, and especially in New York. New York City, born and raised.
You have an accent.
Yeah, people say that dad's from St. Louis. Well, the Manhattan accent is not.
You're a Midwest and you don't look
It is
like
Midwest.
you're
I know. I'm much more Midwest.
New York City is a city of color, of minorities.
That's true. Well, there's always been a segment of lost New Yorkers who kind of sound like me, but they're dying. There are very few lost left.
Careful because you may get white lash.
White lad, I never heard. I like that. No.
Under Joe Biden, President Biden said the biggest threat to America was white supremacy and white men. So a lot of people believe them. So
Right.
people might shove you, might make a mistake if you're a kid here.
Right.
Screw you, that's being white man.
Yeah, I like that. I'll use that. No,
I
self.
created the word.
I love it. I'll use it.
Copyright.
Oh, cool. Okay, it's officially copyrighted. Note to self. Yeah, but no, I don't have the old. I'm walking here. It's like that's outer borough. Manhattan is Manhattan is very bland. And so you just picked up the St. Louis accent. Yeah, regrettably, yeah. So I guess we'll see the results. Well, good to meet you. Hopefully, we'll keep in touch. You're the best. I appreciate the good meet. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to get to the stage so we can see Curtis. Look at some of the results. Ooh. Guys, this is the results. 51, Zohran, 40. Cuomo, 8%, Sliwa. So not good numbers. Let's get real, guys. What percent of the vote? It's already 37%, guys. This is the results. No bueno. Definitely, there's going to be some sad faces real soon, if not now. Well, let's record some. He'll be here in 20. I guess he'll be here in 20 minutes. What we will do is, I guess we'll ask people what they think of the result, which obviously is very bad. I think that the results is Mamdani's mayor. We found that out at 9:12. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Found that out at 9:12, guys. This is the reality of the situation. The sad part is with this is the scare tactic. The scare tactics kind of work. Regrettably. And the scare tactic saying you have to go over Cuomo. Fortunately convinced some people because he's polling higher than 8%. I mean, it might change. He might get 11, 12, 13. Here's the other thing, though. It doesn't matter. Zohran is ahead enough of Cuomo where even if 100% of Sliwa's votes went to Cuomo, Zohran would still be Cuomo by 2 or 3%. So, listen, if you want it, you're a supporter of Sliwa's, the silver lining in some of this is, the silver lining in some of this is that Zohran would have won anyway, so this whole thing to really smoke out Curtis was stupid from the beginning. But, this is it's probably going to end up not being a close race. Eric Adams got 2% of the write-in. Anybody know New Jersey won? For all the Zohran people, I'm going to call it for Zohran. The media hasn't called it, but I'm going to call it. Today of Wi-Fi. They do, but they're not letting me use it.
I look at it two ways. Like on a physical level, like the system is out against him. They're not going to give him a chance because he's a real mayor. But I try to, always believe in God like my hat and pray for a miracle and visualize it and just try to manifest something good. And if it doesn't work out, then there's a reason for it. God has a reason for it. Maybe it's to embarrass the Democrats or people that communism always fails. So there's always a reason. Thanks so much for your time. All right, God bless you.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. I have a little YouTube. I admire your eloquence.
Let's go. I'm on fire.
I like it.
She's online too. Right.
Oh, cool. Don't let me, if you were here first,
No,
you can skip. Oh, I appreciate that. You're welcome to bum off it too or whatever. So how you feel? Are you a little relieved that it looks like Zohran might win anyway Even if Cuomo got all the Curtis votes.
I'd rather he win than Cuomo because Cuomo is a snake and a rat, and he's the one who basically fucked this whole thing up by not dropping out. Like 99% of the time, when you lose, you drop out. You support the other guy, and I feel like it's a big scam. And shame on the Republicans that fell for their fear tactics, and they got you like scared of the boogeyman. And I hold true to my values, and in my mind, they're both just equally as bad.
Yeah.
And so I'm here for Curtis, and
you're still with them. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no matter
Love
what.
it.
I was in jail with Curtis.
Wow.
Yeah, they were busing in migrants into right next to a girls' school in Staten Island, and in Creedmoor, they were kicking out people with mental health issues to put in unvetted migrants. And me and Curtis got arrested. I was in the same cell with him, and I had.
Thanks to your service, been on the front lines.
Yeah, we hold the line. I'm part of Guardians of Divinity. We first formed over the vaccine mandates that Cuomo put in, that part of forced shots on people, and that's how we got started. So there's no way in hell I'm going to turn my back now.
Well put. And then another question, I'm curious. You mentioned the endorsements. Vernica, for example, in Brooklyn, Mike Lawler. If they run for office in the future, do you see yourself supporting them, or do you think they killed their chances by betraying Curtis?
Those are the Republicans that said vote for Cuomo.
Yes, yeah.
Fuck them, and hell no. They're worse, in my mind, they're worse than the Mamdani people.
Right.
At least they're
consistent.
They're deluded, but they hold true to their guy. They would never sell out their own guy. And so I have more respect for that than sell out.
Well put. You're up if you want to ask him some questions. Thank you. You're the best. I appreciate that. Let's see, we're watching. So yeah, we know the results, guys. Anybody want to tell me Jersey? I don't know what's happening with Jersey. So yeah, Curtis did very badly. Let's be real. Terribly. I thought he'd do better. I thought Cuomo would beat him, but I thought Cuomo would beat Curtis by 6 points, 6 and 7. And this is, it's sad that there's enough of a Republican establishment for backlash, and people fell for it. But there's a lot of people that love him in this room.
No, but I'm saying the way they it's very hard to read the actual read.
How you feeling, if you don't mind me asking?
I think Zohran's got a ceiling. I think he's got the ceiling with the early votes, and I think there's going to be a big pour out for Cuomo.
Right.
And it's going to fill in. And
You think so?
Photo finish.
So you don't see. Part of me feels like if this number holds, then the whole impetus for having Cuomo drop out doesn't make sense, because even if it were 1-on-1 and 100% of Curtis's votes went to Cuomo, Zohran would still win. But that's interesting. But you think the early voting? So you think have they already counted the early voting? Or they?
Isn't that what is that? What are those numbers then? I assume it's early voting.
Yeah, that would be right. But see that makes me think. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess if the early voting was disproportionately older, that makes me think that these are the best numbers that Cuomo's going to get. And it's downhill, not uphill for him. But you might be right. It's hard to say.
I think Mamdani's supporters are the most active early voters. So
yeah, good point.
Whoever's voting for Mamdani is voting. So that's
right.
400,000 for his. How many did he get in the primary? I'm not really sure.
Right.
And Cuomo, it was a pleasant day today. It was a very sunny day, relaxing day today. So Cuomo's, which is supposedly what happened in the primary, was like that day. So I think it's going to be a photo finish.
Yeah.
We're going to know pretty soon, in the next 20 minutes. If
yeah.
There's a big rush for Cuomo, then I think my prediction might be right, but we'll see what happens.
Disappointed by the results or not too surprised? There's a lot of money against Curtis, a lot of establishment people.
I'm always disappointed because,
sure.
The Republican brand is just toxic with a lot of
it's tough,
Never hold a lever for Democrat voters, no matter what. I'm also watching Maud Marin in New York.
Oh yeah, how's she doing against Bragg, right?
I haven't seen a lot of updates so far.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
donate to her as well.
Cool.
She had a really strong debate with him, but who knows if that matters.
Any council races you're looking at?
Not really. They're all. I'm in the Brooklyn one, so
Okay.
Hudson or Crystal Hudson.
Crystal Hudson, right? She's running for speaker then, yeah.
Yeah, she's my council.
Oh, okay, yeah. One horse town
Yeah.
in that neighborhood, yeah.
But,
Yeah. Well,
I voted no on all the.
yeah. Do you know the results for that? I'm curious.
I haven't seen any of that so far yet.
Yeah. Well, I admire the people that fight. Keep up the good fight. You know, I think statewide you might have some much better results. But you know, yeah. So you're not going to quit. You're still going to be on the grounds, I assume. I love it. I love it. Well, I know I'll be seeing you at future events. Good meeting you again. Likewise. So people are disappointed, but proud of the man they came out here for. Now at this point, we're just waiting for the Curtis speech. Oh, pardon me. That's going to be next. The Curtis
Yeah, go ahead. I already have mine.
How you feeling with everything? I like it.
And there's no losing. You don't lose. You just gain experience, you learn, and next time we do it better.
I love it. What are you looking at in the future? What races?
I'm actually looking to run myself.
Awesome.
Yes.
Very
I'm
cool.
looking to run
Congratulations.
myself as a Latina, as a Dominican, as a Republican in the Bronx, to defeat the Bronx, to fight for my people in the Bronx. The Bronx deserves better.
Well, there's a seat that got flipped in the Bronx 4 years ago. Hopefully it'll stay. What neck of the woods are you in the Bronx?
Well, I don't know yet.
Cool. I like it. But yeah, there's a lot of fertile ground to flip over there. So I'm glad you're. Well, if you run, I'll be there at the announcement.
Yes,
100%.
you should be. You
yeah.
should be.
Yeah. I think you're creating a new movement. It takes a few years, but
Yes,
you're doing
you.
it. Keep up the good
Thank
work.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys. I gotta get a seat. Pardon me.
Louder than that. Come on, we can do better than that.
Curtis, we love you. Let me make mention.
Phones down, please.
Hold down.
Phones down, please.
Sit down, please.
Phones down, please.
Phones down!
Down?
Yes.
Go.
Let me make mention, and I want to applaud everybody in New York City.
Quiet!
Came out to exercise their right to vote. We will be setting a new record. It hasn't been achieved since I was a young boy watching the election in 1969 of John Lindsay. Over 2 million voters. We need to applaud all New Yorkers because men have died in battle so that we have the right to vote. In this case, to choose our next mayor and other elected officials, and the precious right of free speech, which we need to preserve. The answer to hate speech is more free speech, and that's what we represent. But this has always been us versus them.
Yes!
It's always been us versus them. From the time I declared my candidacy, the masters of the universe, the billionaires, decided that I should not have the right to represent all of you, to be the voice of the voiceless, the working class people who are the backbone of this city. So the billionaires and the insiders and the influencers continue to put the pressure on to say, Curtis, you don't have the right to run. We will determine who the next mayor is. And you remember what I told them. No, no, no. And then they bribed me as much as $10 million. And I'll never forget, my great wife Nancy was listening to that final call when a person said to me, come on, Curtis, everybody has a price. Well, guess what? We don't have a price. Buy us, rent us, lease us. We are not for sale. We are the people.
We the people.
So we have a mayor-elect. Obviously, I wish him good luck, because if he does well, we do well. But I will tell you this. We have spent 2 years organizing this movement. It's not just Republicans or Democrats or independents. It's animal lovers. It's people who've been disenfranchised. People who have been pushed to the side, whose voices have not been heard. The homeless, the emotionally disturbed, the veterans, the people who ride the subways. We've been with them each and every day. And we will not surrender. We will not retreat. We will not leave the city of New York. We will not move. And let me warn our new leader. If you try to implement socialism, if you try to render our police weak and impotent, if you forsake the people's public safety, we're not only organizing, but we are mobilizing. And we will become the mayor-elect and his supporters' worst enemies. Worst enemies. Yes.
It's not over. We fight to the end.
What do you say to Cuomo? We, the people, will always be united. We, the people, will always be united.
Yes!
That has been our quest from day one. Some of the most powerful people in the world mobilized to silence us and to tell people, don't vote for Curtis Sliwa. Don't vote for you, the people. Vote for Andrew Cuomo. They tried to bribe me out of this race. The best thing I have in this entire world is my lovely wife. Dedicated her life to rescuing animals in distress. And yet, some of the most powerful people in the world made fun of Nancy and me for what we do. To care for animals, to care for people, that's the humanitarian thing to do. That's not political. That's what people should be doing for other people.
Yes, that's right.
So although the most powerful people in the world turned others against us, in this time, where we could have saved the city.
I appreciate that.
We will continue our mission.
That's right.
We're not leaving Florida or Georgia or North Carolina or South Carolina.
Let's do it over here.
Okay,
that's all right. I don't need to throw you off.
Never surrender.
Sure, let me know if you want me to move.
Continues on.
Yes.
In the streets.
Yes.
And tonight, those people who think they're powerful and think we're powerless will understand that the people have spoken.
Yes.
Yes.
One person, one vote.
Yes.
And now we will hold the mayor-elect to make sure that he serves all the people and that socialism does not replace capitalism. Law and order must be imposed to keep our city safe and secure.
Yes.
We want everybody to know if you're young or old, you can stay in New York, you can prosper.
Yes.
You can live the American dream.
Yes.
I swear to all of you, on behalf of my wife Nancy, myself, and everybody who made this effort possible, we will continue on.
No.
We will prevail in
Yes.
honor of our parents and grandparents.
Yes.
The tradition of America will grow and prevail and prosper, and it will be we the people who will be successful.
Yes.
I want to thank my campaign team.
Yes.
It has been magnificent, comprised of millennials and Gen Zers.
Yes.
James Perone.
Yes.
Outstanding. Some of the young men and women who were part of our social networking team, which as you can see, has really put our message forward. I want to thank Rob Cole, who's been our senior
Rob.
I want to thank the chairman and chairwomen of the 5 counties of New York City.
Yes.
Who stood by my side. And not beg or bow to the pressure that was coming from up high. And I hope by tonight's tally, we will see a number of our Republicans down ballot who are elected into office to be the checks and balances to the Democrats who are the majority.
Yes.
And I really hope that people will have heard us, and on the back of the ballot, the initiative and referendum will have voted no to the city of yes, which is going to destroy your residential quality of life. So understand this. This is a setback tonight, but this is what democracy is about.
Yes.
One person, one vote. Amen. But we're going to continue the fight.
Yeah.
We will fight at the ballot box in the future. Thank you for coming tonight.
Woo.
Thank you for being there in support.
Yes.
Thank you to Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
On my side with George Pataki.
Yeah.
Thank you. George tonight. What you do to save our city.
Curtis, will you run again? Will you run again? Not for you to run again now.
Well, listen. I'm 1983. I don't want to step on this stage.
Not my circus, not my movie.
Get out of your way.
Get him out. Let him.
The only one who's been
Let's go.
Let the man.
Let the man. Let him through.
Let the main event go.
Tight squeeze. Pardon me. Just trading places. Yeah.
I'm not going to steal the shine, so I'm going to slow it down just for that sake. But Curtis is the only one who's been out here since
It's the wired service script.
I'll do an interview. All right. That's all she wrote, guys. Put a 1 in the chat. I might be able to go to Zohran's thing. Put a 1 if you want me to go there. Probably a much more happy vibe.
Oh, that's why you're locked in. Exactly.
He's won. And it doesn't. And you know what? If Curtis were in the race, Zohran's won. If Curtis were in the race or not, I don't think it made a difference. Mr. Protagonist, want to shake your hand. Big fan of yours. Honor to meet you. Dodge, we are partying. People have spoken loud and clear. If you're a Zohran fan, you are partying. If you are not a Zohran fan, you are not happy. If you're a Cuomo fan, you are pissed and devastated. If you're a Sliwa fan, you're also pretty bummed at the moment. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to try to sneak into Zohran's or Cuomo's. I can sneak into Cuomo. You really want to see some sad people. Put a 1 if you want me to sneak into Cuomo's event. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna take off. Please do subscribe. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Hey, Robert Zach. How you feeling and everything? You put up a good fight. I admire that.
That's what it is, bro.
Well, a lot of love for him in this room.
So nice to meet you. I'm Nikki.
Alright, I gotta try to sneak to Cuomo's, guys. I'm gonna call this a day. What an interesting election season. The results are unsurprising. The Democratic nominee won. I wouldn't be super enthused because this has been one of the weakest performances by a Democrat that hasn't lost. So Bloomberg, Giuliani, they won, obviously. Pardon me. They won, obviously, but other than that, there's usually a blowout. In 2017, there was a blowout, Curtis versus Adams. In 2013, Bill de Blasio versus Joe Lhota. In 2013, 2017, de Blasio versus Nicole Malitanakis. The Democrats got over 65% of the vote. This is an election where Zohran will limp into victory, but limp comfortably enough. His leg is still attached with what will likely be a 10-point margin because we have a little bit about half over the vote. It might change a little bit, but I don't think it really will. The answer to this, ground game matters in some sense for Zohran. They did well. Being the Democratic nominee will always help you. Zohran inspired people. Curtis inspired people too, but there was a very concerted effort with some GOP movers and shakers to coalesce behind Cuomo. Again, the whole argument is nil because it looks like Zohran will win by more than what Curtis got, right? If Zohran wins by 11 and Curtis got 8, it doesn't matter if 100%, which wouldn't happen anyway. If 100, like I voted for Curtis, but I would have voted for Zohran if Curtis weren't on the ballot. So they're not all like that. But 100%, even if 100% of the votes went to Cuomo and Curtis wasn't there, Zohran still would have won. So this whole effort of the GOP shouting Chicken Little and consolidating behind Cuomo was dumb. In reality, everybody hated Cuomo, and the person that probably they should have consolidated behind was Sliwa, who actually got some goodwill. And is a moderate Romney-like Republican, not pro-Trump, but they made their bed, in the beginning of the election. They recruited Cuomo or wanted Cuomo to run because they thought Eric Adams would be so powerful in the Democratic primary that it would you need somebody with name recognition as famous as Cuomo to beat him, and only Cuomo could beat Eric Adams. We all know the narrative that changed, and a big part of this is old New York versus new New York, right? I went to some of the Cuomo events. It's a lot of puffy-faced union people, a lot of classic, Italian, Polish Americans, versus the gentrifiers, the new kids, the Gen Zs, people moving from the Midwest who are a little more left and moved to be in a more left environment. And it's a snapshot of vanishing New York in a lot of senses. There's some hope with people who support Zohran that they can afford to live here and not have to have 17 roommates. And we'll see if Zohran ends up like LaGuardia, who was hard left, or ends up like John Lindsay, who was hard left and was not that great of a mayor. But that's my rub. Please do subscribe. Don't move to states that don't want you, says Leslie. Well, I'm homeless, so I move wherever I want. Give me a super chat. I am homeless. Not really. I live in my mom's house, and then I travel. Another election, guys. Stay tuned down the road. We did all we needed to do in New York, but we will be in Texas covering the election of Ken Paxton and James Tellerico. Rest in peace, New York City. We'll see, June. I have mixed emotions. I voted for Zohran in the primary. Well, I ranked him. I didn't. Michael Blake is my top choice, and Zohran was fifth, but I did not rank Cuomo, so I essentially voted for Zohran. And part of me thinks New York City needs to get so bad where you can finally pay rent somewhere, rent a hotel if you need to stay there, or get an affordable bite to eat. And in order for that to happen, this is not what people are saying, but in my opinion, in order for that to happen, you need an explosion of homelessness, you need more litter, maybe that stuff is good. I walk around Detroit, and I love staying in Detroit, and it's run down, and they develop their parks and hotel. You could rent a Victorian home for $80 a night, and I wish I could do that in New York City. Maybe I can. I'm the only one who's actively encouraging more homeless on our streets. I'm actively encouraging mayhem because then I could afford a hotel. And I just want to afford a fucking hotel. That's about it. Now I got to go to Newark because that's the only place I can afford. I love Newark. And we'll talk about maybe put a one if you want to try to go to Jack Citrelli's thing. I need a beer, don't we all? I got a rip one. I've been holding it up. Well. All right, guys, please do subscribe. Thanks for the stream, Solar. Says Solar. Thank you very much, Solar. I'm sorry. Very kind. Please do subscribe, guys. And I'm going to try to jaunt over to Cuomo's event just to see some smiling faces at Cuomo's. Chicago streets are empty. That's the nice part about Chicago. Traffic ain't bad no more. People are too scared to drive there. All right, guys, do subscribe. Love you. Bye-bye.